Chapter 2 already. Second first breath.
Yes, I do enjoy fine art. Thank you for noticing. There's a certain raw beauty to it that modern painters often fail to recreate. I always wanted to be an artist myself, but it'll be a long time before I can call myself that. I often say that patients are my canvas, but my job is more about restoration, obviously. I look at the damaged human minds and bring them back to their former beauty. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you.
No, it's not that. It's just... It's been a difficult couple of days. I'd really like to go home.
Of course, and go home you will. As soon as we've done this little assessment, okay? You probably know how it works. I've read in your file you used to be a nurse.
Yes,
Oh.
I know very well how it works. You want to check if I'm nuts.
Well, I wouldn't use that expression, obviously. But yes, we have to make sure you're safe and figure out how to help you. Also, as a nurse yourself, you know there's always paperwork involved. These forms won't fill themselves. Honestly, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. This is just a formality. I could tell straight away that you are not nuts.
Fine. What would you like to know? I will answer all your questions. Then I'll go home, take a long shower, and catch up on sleep.
Wonderful. Let's see then. Where do we begin?
Did you see that really creepy painting on the wall earlier?
She's awake, Doctor.
Good evening. It's good to see you awake at last. You're in the Cedar Lake Hospital. My name is Andrew. I'm one of the doctors. Would you confirm your name for me, please?
I could answer him straight away, but if I just try to commit suicide and I found out I failed, would I be a little bit apathetic to everything? Maybe. A little bit surprising to learn that Susan is, or was a nurse, cause I think usually nurses, the good ones anyway, there's this image that nurses are really compassionate and, I guess, full of empathy for other people. Which, poor Susan here, right now, seems like she would have trouble being. But maybe that's why there's car crashing and ambulance imagery. But that would be more of a paramedic thing, right? Not really a nurse.
I can see you're very tired and sleepy. That's perfectly normal. You're on the ward now. Your condition is stable. Earlier on, we did a CT scan and it shows there's no permanent damage to your brain. All your organs are fine too. You're a very lucky lady, Susan. You might experience extreme tiredness and lethargy for a couple of days, but that should soon pass. I would advise plenty of rest now. The nurses on this ward will take it from here. Please let them know if you need anything. Take care, Susan. Yeah? Please, don't try to speak. What did you say?
What?
Don't worry, Mrs. Ashworth. Your arm is fine. No. There was nothing wrong with your arm, darling. Now calm down.
Would you like me to get you some water? Let me get you a drink. I'll be back in a second.
I hope this isn't the hospital I used to work at. That would be the last thing I need. My coworker is recognizing me. Oh god, that machine.
I'm sorry, Susan. Did I wake you? I have to take your blood pressure. 2 seconds and I'm gone. My name is Liz, by the way. I'm sorry. I know this isn't very nice. Believe me, I hate waking people up just for this. But being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately. Oof, I hate this place. Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan? So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are so lucky. It's crazy. You doing what you've done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. 1 in a million.
Her?
I'm not making any sense again, am I? I'm tired. They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery. One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will. Ah, and here it is. You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old. Just wanted to say you're lucky, I think. And that I hope you've changed your mind about some things. Got to go, but I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
This is a very kind nurse. In my personal experience, I find that younger nurses are often the ones they'll take the extra mile. Maybe because the older nurses, they've seen it all. Holy God. Whoa!
Bad dream.
Oh, that's so sad. The implication being that all her dreams have been nightmares. Maybe we should open up a little bit? Especially because we have a second first breath here.
Yeah, a really bad one.
I knew it. I could see as soon as I came in the room that you were having a nightmare. I guess I shouldn't have woken you up. What was it about?
I was burnt alive.
Actually, it reminds me of something that happened the other day. There was this woman on the emergency unit, and she really wanted to smoke, you know? But they wouldn't let her, of course. She wasn't well at all, not just injured, but not right in the head. She was on 10 litres of oxygen through the face mask. She had to stay in bed, she was told. But she wouldn't listen, of course, and as soon as they'd left, she lit up a fag. The whole room went up in flames, and so did she.
Oh.
I guess you didn't really want to know that, did you? That's just me and my big gob. Typical. I never know when to shut up.
I appreciate that you were trying to help me. I really relate to that though, always just saying one sentence too much.
What was your name again?
I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? I always do that. So sorry, Susan. My name is Elizabeth. But you can call me Liz, like everyone else.
You're here a lot. Every time I open my eyes, I see you.
They make auxiliaries do crazy hours here. Seriously.
Auxiliaries?
I feel like I've got no life sometimes. I'll be here till the morning. To be honest, I keep coming here to hide. Please don't give me away. I just want to rest my legs for 2 minutes, that's all.
Okay.
What happened to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm, and then all of a sudden, I was on the field of barley. It was great at first. I felt happy. I was free, but it soon got worse. There was this tunnel, but there was no light at the end of it, only darkness. Then I got lost in the woods. There was my dead body hanged on the tree, a burning car, and a crow, and a deer. I heard something behind the trees, but I didn't dare to look. Then I found the house. The old woman who lived there, I think she was Death. Or maybe she was the devil. I'm not sure. She said they call her the Queen of Maggots. She said I should go back, gave me another chance. And so, here I am. Weird dream, eh?
Maybe it wasn't a dream. I really believe in that sort of stuff. It's not impossible.
It felt real, but it was just a dream. Can you now tell me who found me and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I told you that before.
What? Who found me?
Your daughter, of course. She called an ambulance.
Oh.
If it wasn't for her, you'd sure be dead now, Susan.
My daughter?
Yes. Why? Why'd you look so pale all of a sudden? Susan?
I don't have a daughter.
That's what I thought.
Whoever she is, she lied.
But why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma, apparently.
So she lied. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
I was fine. I didn't ask for any help. Sorry.
Her first instinct is to always push people away. Why did that lady lie, though? Why didn't she just say, oh, I'm a stranger? I assume she's a stranger. And I found this woman.
How long have I been here?
I was told you arrived at the hospital at 7 in the evening. You had a cardiac arrest in the ambulance. They had to resuscitate you. Your heart stopped beating for nearly a minute, but they managed to bring you back. You went to the intensive care unit, where they gave you a dose of antidote and pumped your stomach. As soon as your condition was stable, they brought you on this ward. It's called Dime Ward. I call it Die Ward, because all the patients who come here want to die.
One sentence too much.
It's a suicide watch unit. That's why it's so strict. You have to be careful. Nurses here are trigger happy with the sedatives.
When will they let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X. He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
That's the guy I was talking to in the chair, right? This is currently a flashback right now.
Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls him Dr. X. He comes on the ward often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him, but you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you, but Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again. Now why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe. Don't laugh, okay? He's got a weird smell.
What do you mean?
He smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide things from people, but he got some really private stuff out of me. Really private. You know what I mean? Things I wouldn't tell my mother about. And we haven't even started those sessions yet.
Quite a charmer, huh?
Be prepared for that.
Sure, but it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those pills.
That guy seems like quite a charmer. She's like, oh, he's a really nice guy, but he had an affair with this lady and made her go away. Okay.
Did you see this daughter of mine?
No, sorry, Susan. Apparently she came in the ambulance with you, but then she remembered something and had to go. I think someone mentioned she went in quite a hurry.
Of course she did. She was worried I'd ask her what she was doing in my flat.
Saving your life?
How'd she get in?
Do I really have to give her a benefit of the doubt just because of that?
One would assume so. That girl is a hero. Maybe real heroes always leave before their identity is revealed.
Or she was a burglar, attempting to steal from me.
That's a possibility too. Have you got anything very precious in your flat?
My cat?
Maybe.
My daughter. So it's someone who's younger than me by quite a bit. I'm 40, right? So this girl has to be around 20 or so. Or actually, even 20 would be very... It would mean that I would have had a daughter at 20 years old. That's a little young. Oh, maybe not that young.
Tell me something more about yourself.
Me? I'm a nobody. I'm just a hard-working girl. We all have to pay our bills somehow, right? I rent a room not far from here. There are 2 other girls living in the house. One is an auxiliary nurse, like me. She's always sick. The other one is a stripper. At least I think so. She's never home at night.
Maybe she works at night, like you.
Yeah, but I don't leave for work wearing red stockings and heels, do I?
No, you're right. You're a real nurse, not some man's fantasy of one.
What's that supposed to
I
mean?
used to do all that for my boyfriend. You know, dress up as a sexy nurse and all. Well, I did it just once, really. He didn't like it that much. He didn't like me that much either. Broke up with me last Valentine's Day. Of all the days, he chose that one, eh? He never told me why, but I don't care anymore.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, this lady, she's very friendly, but I get the feeling that she wants to tell me a lot about herself, because she mentioned that she had some problems too.
I'm tired. Let me sleep now.
Fine. I'll see you again. Be careful who you trust here, Susan. They will be watching you.
How do I know you're not one of them?
You don't. But do I really look like a bad person to you?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'll see you tonight. Remember what I said. Dreams are just dreams. But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up, right?
We'll start with a little chat about your childhood. I want you to be as honest as possible. It's important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem. Count to 10 and tell me when you're ready, Susan.
1, 2. This doctor. He's got a lot of certificates. Want to wait. Okay, I suppose we gotta start sometime.
This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before. It's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and creating a working solution. In order to achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents. When you're a child, your life revolves around them. What was your father like? Did you have a good relationship with him?
I get to choose? I don't... Okay.
Yeah, I had a great dad. I have very fond memories of my father. He was always there for me, no matter what I did. He never got angry or upset. I suppose I never really gave him any reasons to be. I was a good child. Not perfect. But then again, no one's perfect. Whatever made me try to kill myself, it definitely has nothing to do with him.
Where is he now?
He died 6 years ago. Cancer.
Do you miss him?
Of course I miss him. How can you even ask me that?
It's my job to ask these questions, Susan. Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
I'm not sure what the effects of all this will be, but I guess it's all a little bit sadder if I had a wonderful family life, and I'm still so sad now.
I can't complain. My mum was great. She brought me up well. Me and her, we were like best friends, like soulmates. We did everything together. She passed away 7 years ago. When Dad first got diagnosed with cancer, it was too much for her. He kept pretending he was fine, but she just couldn't take it. Her heart gave up. She died quickly. My father kept fighting it. Another 8 months of illness and intensive chemo finally beat him, though. He thought he was unbeatable, but he wasn't.
Okay, I'm beginning to get a better picture. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes, and we will talk about something else.
I need to get out of this place. I hate hospitals. Besides, I really want to go home and forget all about this.
To the point that you're gonna try to escape? Lie down. Maybe not right now. Just looking at this pillow makes me wonder how many people have died with their heads on it. Oh wow, okay, that's a really morbid thought. I'm sure it's been washed many times since then, but it still sends a chill down my spine. Come to think of it, I nearly died here myself. Wait, I did die for a moment, didn't I? A key? God damn it. There's nothing interesting under the pillow. The needles are stuck at 10:08. It's probably broken, or maybe it just needs new batteries. It's full of latex gloves, 3 different sizes. Yeah, this is pretty authentically a hospital, huh? Recognizing a lot of these things here. That machine that they had hooked up to me in the beginning. Don't be greedy, I'll just take one. Why? I don't know. Because I can. Can I look at just the band? Oh, the one for my wrist, right? It's a clip-on hospital wristband. It's got my name, date of birth, and hospital number on it. I can give it to somebody? Okay. A single latex glove, size medium. Not even a pair, just one? Okay. Drug chart. It's a list of drugs for a patient inside room 2. Me? Yup. I'm a lot of sedatives, it appears. The stuff they're giving me could knock out a horse and give it a headache for a week too. It could also cause hallucinations and paranoia. How bizarre. Why would they want to give me all that? I'm not crazy. I know that for sure. If anyone's crazy here, it's someone who put me on all this medication for no good medical reason. Are you really okay though? Cause you seem pretty depressed to me. A bunch of chrysanthemums. I hate flowers. They look kind of withered too. Smell? I don't like flowers. I really don't care what they smell like. No way I'm taking them. I don't like flowers, especially chrysanthemums. It's a toilet door. A washroom door? A toilet? Is this game British? There's someone inside.
Hello? I guess I should wait my turn.
Okay. Somebody else? Side room 2. They must be keeping another suicidal nutcase in there. Oh, the way she talks about herself is really distressing. It's a list of all the drugs for patient in side room 1 and some notes. According to this, her name is Anne Burton, 35 years of age. She's taking lots of sedatives and has a long history of drug abuse. It seems that on top of it all, she is taking methadone for heroin withdrawal syndrome. At the bottom of the page, there's a note saying she's actually a private patient who's staying here out of her own free will. Oh, lucky lady. I guess it won't be so easy for me to leave the ward. She's not here. Is it okay that I'm in here? Take some more gloves. Take a lot. See, they won't know because I stole it from someone else's room. There's a sink. Cold water, hot water, turn tap off. Well, this seems kind of wasteful. Can I just turn it off for now? I'm sure that's some puzzle or something. The needles are stuck at 11:40. The needles are stuck at 11:40. Are all clocks broken in this hospital? Oh, they don't care very much, do they? Not in someone else's bed. Probably. Dirty looking pillow. There's nothing interesting under the pillow. Okay. She's been living here for a while, right? So maybe they don't wash her pillow as much. Ooh. I bet she thinks those red-rimmed glasses make her look attractive. I know her kind all too well. Completely dedicated to her job, yet totally brainless and close-minded. Well, that seems pretty judgmental. I feel much better now.
I feel much better now. Can you please discharge me?
I'm glad to hear that. But I can't discharge you until Dr. X sees you. He should be doing his round very soon. Please return to your bed and wait for him, alright?
And we know that, yeah, we're currently in the flashback right now, so we gotta just kill time until we see him. Oh.
I'd like to go home now.
Well, so would I. But there are procedures and a system in place. I can't just let you go like that.
What?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, alright?
Okay, okay. I'll still talk to you. 'Cause I can. Phone call. Who do I want to call?
Can I make a phone call, please?
Oh, yes, of course. But the phone's being used at the moment. Can you please come back in 5 minutes? Thanks.
Okay. I'd rather talk to Liz.
Is Liz here?
And who's Liz?
That young nurse who was here last night. Black hair, very chatty. She said her name was Liz.
I'm sorry. A lot of people come through here. I can't remember everyone's name.
What?
Can you return to your bed now, please? It's nearly time for your medication. I can't be chasing around after every single patient.
Beg your pardon?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, alright?
That's pretty weird. How can she not know Liz's name? What? They work together and they write them down and all, right? On the whiteboard, on the wall, when you first walk in the ward and whatever. It's a discharge letter for Anne Burton, currently a patient inside room 1. It seems she has admitted herself into hospital and is allowed to leave whenever she wishes. Oh, am I gonna be like assuming her identity or something? I can't take it right in front of her.
Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
Yeah? Well, maybe you shouldn't leave them out on the desk for everyone to see.
If you are looking for something to read, we have some magazines for patients here.
Thanks, but I think I'll pass.
This ward seems kind of crummy. You would think. Nurses, they all become nurses out of compassion and whatever. But as it turns out, that is not the case. One of my closest friends is a nurse, and that's what she told me herself. Not every nurse is all about rainbows and whatever. These must be patient files. They are piled up on the desk.
Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
I was only going to tidy up.
I'm sorry. Are you one of the housekeepers? Why did you dress up as a patient?
I just can't stand mess, that's all. And there's no need to be sarcastic.
Who's being sarcastic?
Can I get a change of clothing? I don't know, because she was being sarcastic, but can I get a change of clothing as a housekeeper? That could be an idea. Whoa, okay, we're not getting through here.
Excuse me, where's the exit?
It's just down the corridor, ma'am.
Thanks. I'll be on my way then.
Can I see the discharge letter first?
A discharge letter? What for?
Some of our patients are under observation and aren't allowed out of the ward. For their own safety, of course.
It sounds like we're prisoners here.
It's for the patient's safety, ma'am. If you haven't been discharged by the doctors, I'm afraid I can't let you through. May I ask what your name is?
Anne Burton. It's Anne Burton. I'll try anyway.
My name is Mary Smith. Let me through, please.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do for you, ma'am. You should talk to the doctor first and come back with a letter and some form of identification.
Okay, fair enough. We have a rough idea of what we need to do, I think.